Okay, so we're at Middleton Lakes. We've come here because there's been heavy rain for a long time now, especially this week. All of January and February it's been raining. And it said on the website that there's lots of flooding. So we've come to have a look, and actually we heard the sound of rushing water, and then there is flooding all over the reserve. And then we've come and found out that the stream that runs as a tributary from the River Tame has broken its banks. It's pouring water through the path. In fact, the path is a stream now, and then that's pouring right into one of the lakes, a former gravel pit. And it's almost impassable in some places. The water's been going up to the top of our wellies and over. I've got a wet foot. But it's just a sign that, climate change is really affecting our local environment, and that in turn will be affecting the wildlife, because for a lot of ground feeders they won't be able to get to food, and so we've come to investigate.
Okay, so at this point we're a little bit further along the path, and again the path has just become a bit of a river in its own way, and we can see that the actual river is flooding straight across into another part of the lake. It's a bit louder here. It's quite deep as well. It's a pretty decent torrent. We're going to see if we can get across it. We might not be able to. It's fairly deep. It's coming up to the top of my boots at this point, so I suspect I can't get across. Yeah. It's definitely... Wow. That's it. I don't think we can get across.
Hi, I'm Annie Goddard. I'm staying on the Camping and Caravanning Club site. I went for a walk yesterday, heading out towards the M42 bridge, where there were puddles stretching right across the path, but I was able to get through those, but I was not about to attempt underneath the M42 bridge. That was completely flooded, so myself and another couple decided to turn back, which is why I've come the other way today, and I've been stopped in my tracks again by several floods, so I couldn't get to the RSPB, which is what I wanted to do, and I thought I might have headed up and gone around the very top form, but I can't get through there either, so yeah, it's quite badly flooded in several places.
Balloons are a real hazard for wildlife. We've just discovered this at the RSPB Middleton Lakes. It could get swallowed, get wrapped around the neck of a bird. They're a really bad idea. Don't have balloons basically, and certainly don't let them go.
Yeah, it's going down. This part of the path is often quite muddy, so we were expecting this part to be fairly flooded.
I'm not sure we can get through this bit, but we're going to have a little go. It looks like it's all the lake's just joining it together virtually. We just saw it coming in from the river into the lake on that side, and then of course it's pouring out of the lake this side into the next lake, so we'll see.
So it's a double overflow?
Double overflow.
At this point we can see the bottom, so pretty sure that if we can see the bottom it's not going to be too bad. Okay, so Helen can feel the force of the water where she is. Yeah, I could certainly feel it then. Wow, yeah, you can. So as soon as you lift your foot gets dragged downstream towards the lake. Oh gosh. Yeah. Helen's you're really at the top of your boots.
Yeah, I am. It's really at the top of my boots now. It doesn't feel safe. I think we're going to go back.
We're going to have to cross this bridge, which seems to be fairly deep. So actually we've gone past the bridge in the other direction, and we're trying to see how far we can go. And I think we've just about reached our limit. So this whole section here is underwater. It's basically an outflow from the lake at the other side, and you can see we're getting quite close to the limit that our boots can cope with, certainly the limit that Helen's boots can cope with. So we're going to call it a day at this point and head on back.
So where the water is washing away the paths here, and it's doing that a lot in different places around the reserve that we found today, all of that's going to have to be repaired by the RSPB. And over the last 12 months we've had lots of flooding incidents like this, where the paths have become impassable and they've had to restore the paths and divert in certain places, and that needs resourcing. So of course that's going to need more money from the RSPB. You've got to bring in equipment, so you're going to need to use some kind of transport to get the wood chip or the gravel or whatever they're using to restore the paths. And again, that's all more money, isn't it? More resourcing at a time when the RSPB probably are struggling to have supporters, and there aren't as many grants around because, again, financially things are difficult. So that's the problem, and it's only going to get worse.
Well, there's a rainbow at least.